First off, before I go any further, why are they going to have an NBA crew, an NBA crew, a Major League Baseball crew in New York City? The game's not being played there, you jackass. That's the first mistake on that one right there.
They're just announcing Alex Rodriguez's name on MLB Network in Boston. He is getting booed.
Who cares?
Come on, boo that freak.
Who cares? Why are they doing that in New York? It should be at the game. That's my first qualm about that, first of all. Calls at a challenge will be reviewed by a crew, a Major League Baseball headquarters in New York City. Well, say the game's being played in California. You guys are going to be up until midnight? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning? Because the game, it's 7 o'clock on the West Coast when the game starts, and it's 10 o'clock East Coast? Come on, that's stupid. That's stupid.
I think it is. And with MLB deciding this, Bud Selig finally deciding to make action, but I think the challenges should be all around.
That's stupid. That's my first problem. A manager who sees a call he feels is incorrect. I'm sorry, that's the right line. A manager who sees a call he feels incorrect can file a challenge with the crew chief or home plate umpire. Only reviewable plays can be challenged. Non-reviewable plays can still be argued by managers who can request that umpires discuss it to see if another member of the crew saw the play differently. Reviewable plays cannot be argued by manager. Challengers not used in the first 6 innings, will not, let me repeat that. Challenges not used in the first 6 innings, which you only get 1, will not carry over at all. And a manager who wins the challenge will retain it.
Mm-hmm.
The home run replay rules currently in use will be grandfathered into the system. Now here's the kicker. MLB expects to use the new system in the 2014 playoffs, and the system could be enhanced in the postseason. Training sessions for umpires will start in the Arizona Fall League this winter and continue into spring training. How about that?
I think, Jeff, in my opinion, it's an interesting situation for instant replay. And I know there are some things you and I agree on with it, but there are some things you and I obviously don't agree with it.
Well, first of all, there's been a lot of freaking umpires screwing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got to get the call correct. That's what it really comes down to, is getting the call correct. Correct?
Yep.
So if it's going to take instant replay to get the call correct, why not use it?
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. Why not use it?
And here's another thing that Bud Selig also said as this meeting was big this week for MLB. He also called the Tampa Bay Rays stadium situation, quote, very, very discouraging. Quote, baseball needs a resolution to this problem. Selig said out with Stuart Sternberg, principal owner of the Rays, in the room listening. Quote, I find it a very, very troubling situation. We were optimistic this was moving in a very positive direction. Unfortunately, it's stalled. And here's another thing. The team is obligated to play at outdated Tropicana Field through 2027 and is averaging just over 13,000 fans a game this season. So Selig's got big decisions to make with instant replay still, and he's got a big decision to make with Tampa Bay. And here's another thing. I don't know if I found this correctly. Another thing is Bud Selig, I thought I saw in one of the groups I was on for Facebook, I thought I saw somewhere where he will be retiring as MLB commissioner after 2015. I don't know if that's true or if that – okay.
Yeah. One of Selig's major concerns is the possibility of the games being slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have direct line of communication between the central office and the ballparks. The expectations is that the replays under the new system will take 1 minute and 15 seconds. Current replays average just over 3 minutes. Now, if a manager's going to review a play, if it's a reviewable play and a manager wants to do it, he has to tell the umpire that he's going to review the play.
Yep.
Okay. So there's still a little tweaking they need to do here and there, but I hate to say this, all base plays that are bang base plays, anything that happens on the bases or sliding into home plate or like that, should all be reviewable.
Yep.
All extension catches that may look like a trap should be all reviewable. All home runs.
Yep.
All home runs that are by the foul pole that you think are fair that could be foul should be reviewable. All home runs that either go over the wall and bounce the fence on the other side of the wall and come back in the field should be reviewable.
There's a lot of major decisions that have to be made for the baseball instant replay. My thing that I would like to see happen with instant replay is to make sure, what if a runner is trying to steal a base, and then replay show that the hand is on the base, and then they call the runner out. Or another thing is that the runner doesn't even touch, and then the second baseman or shortstop pins the runner out, and then they rule the player safe. I still think baseball should do that, because last month there were a lot of missed calls in a couple games last year. It's actually been going on for years, where umpires have been missing calls where players have been either ruled safe or out.
The managers, or not the managers, but the owners spent several days, 2 days of meetings with 30 representatives going over this whole freaking thing. They need a 75% vote by the owners.
Yep.
To have this approved. But it also has to go through the Players Association and the umpires. So there's a lot of hurdles, a lot of hurdles to get over before they get there. But I don't like the fact that somebody's gonna have to be sitting in New York City in the headquarters and watching the game, and be there, boom, 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 boom. Why? Why can't you put somebody in the stadium?
True.
You're having somebody sit in New York City. Don't have him sit in the stadium. He can sit right up in there in the booth, and boom, he can look at it right on replay, right there. Go right down to the umpire. Nope, that was a home run. You know what I mean? Nope, that was a double. It bound. Nope, that was a foul ball. Nope, he was out instead of safe. No, he was safe. Boom, it'll be done. I don't understand why they have to go to New York to do this bullshit. That's the wrong thing. I don't like that. And I hope that's one of the tweaks they make. I hope that's one of the tweaks that they fix. Because that needs to be fixed. It really does. I don't like that.
Don't like it either. And it's just going to be interesting to see how this whole replay thing develops. There was the infield fly rule last year between Atlanta and St. Louis. It's still got people from Atlanta where they haven't forgotten about that, and that should have been challenged. And of course, the foul poles are a good point that you bring up, Jeff, because obviously we've seen calls that have either been missed a lot.
Oh yeah,
where batters get screwed, and you're like, what the heck?
Base path miss, balls, strike. Pitches that have been calling strikes that should have been a ball. And I can almost guarantee you, balls and strikes will not be reviewable. I can almost guarantee it.
In the chat room, they bring up a good point. Gio says at times the NFL replays are too long. I agree, Gio, but I think with NFL, it depends on angles. It's like the referee has to go in there, and the whole point is, they have to make sure that there's good evidence, and they have to look at all the angles and see if a player was out of bounds or if the knee was down on a fumble.
I have a feeling as the technology gets better, that's going to get faster because they can go. Because they can go into the booth, and they'll be able to zoom in on something. Exactly. Instead of being able, you know what I mean?
And I'm glad
they'll
we
be
have
able to
instant.
zoom in on it and see it, because they can already zoom in on it on TV. If you watch some of these games, they zoom in right on his leg to see if he was in and out, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll be able to do that in the review booth pretty soon, so the games will go a lot quicker.
Delaying a replay to be reviewed at New York office is a waste of money and a big mistake. That's what Dr. Mitz says.
I agree there, because I know for a fact they got MLB officials at every game. So all they got to do is put somebody in the booth and you're the instant replay dude. Or better yet, even better yet, here's something that you guys are going to like, even better yet. Each Major League Baseball team hires an instant replay dude. Has to go through certain tests and all that and everything through ML. But they hire each ballpark. So this way so it's a job for somebody that lives in the community. How about that? And then train them how to do it. Am I fucking smart or what?
You are smart there, bud. We can try to handle it.
I mean, it should be in the ballpark. Then the umpire the manager comes out and he says, I want to review that play. The umpire gets on his thingamahoogie that he's got attached. That replay is being reviewed. Tell me what you think. Look at it. The guy will go up there to look at it from different angles, see it, be able to zoom it, look at it, say, nope, he was out. The manager was correct. You made the wrong call. The call is out. Comes down to the umpire, does the signal off and does the out signal. Boom, change the play. Done. I like the fact that they're getting that the managers are allowed to have three flags per se. Like in the NFL, they throw the flag. Head coaches throw the flag showing, In baseball, they get three of them. One between the first 6 innings and 2 from 7th inning on. I like that.
Yeah, that's the red flag that coaches have in the NFL to challenge any call if somebody's like out of bounds, or was the person in bounds for a touchdown or fumble, or if it's a pass that's completed or not.
Major League Baseball tells all Major League Baseball teams to hire their instant replay guy. So they put an ad in the paper in the community, and 6,000 motherfuckers show up for one job. Okay, then Major League Baseball takes that guy that they hire, that the team hires, and they train him to do that job. Okay, now Major League Baseball and the Royals or the Padres or the Red Sox or the Yankees are employing an instant replay dude, and that's all he does. Whenever your team is at home, you're at the stadium and you're the instant replay dude. When they're on the road, you're off. You don't travel with the team or nothing. You're just for that stadium.
Yep. Ready for an update?
You like that idea? That's a great idea, huh? I should be the commissioner of freaking baseball, for Jiminy Cricket's sakes. Let's go to an update. This update is brought to you by BuyHuntingEquipment.com. For all your hunting gear, camping gear, fishing gear, and outdoor gear, head on over to BuyHuntingEquipment.com. That's BuyHuntingEquipment.com. Take it away, Sean, man, with the only update of the day.
Welcome, everybody, to Sports World Radio on this Friday, August 16th, 2013. Let's start with the NFL, shall we? Yesterday we had some preseason action. The Cleveland Browns take the game 24-6 over the Detroit Lions. Philadelphia Eagles, they take the game 14-9 against the Carolina Panthers. Yesterday, the Chicago Bears over the San Diego Chargers by a score of 33-28. And the other game, the Baltimore Ravens take the game 20-23 over the Atlanta Falcons, as this is the second week for the NFL preseason. For Friday night, here's what we got coming up. The Minnesota Vikings, the Buffalo Bills, 4 minutes and 33 seconds, first quarter, in the game up in Orchard Park, New York, where the Vikings and Bills are playing. Got some other games coming up on this Friday night for preseason. You got the San Francisco 49ers at the Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New England Patriots. The Oakland Raiders at the New Orleans Saints.